Didn't hit record. No, I've hit record. Hello and welcome back to Origins. It does help if I hit record. Um, I'm not feeling at my best at the moment. Hay fever seems to have hit hard today, and I have an eye that feels like it's been replaced with a pickled onion that just wants to keep leaking all over the place. But hey, we're here for a probably a shorter than usual stream stroke episode where we'll have a look at trade skills, and for some reason, oh dear, let me try. Okay, one sec. Okay, there we go. We have the right quest counter. Okay. Yes. I'm looking up there and thinking Elise has never done 880. I mean, I'm surprised she's done as many as 80 so far, but yeah, 800 and no, that's going on live. Right, so we are starting out in North Kinos. Today we're going to look at trade skills. So you might ask the question, why are we in North Kinos when the trade skill building is no longer a trade skill building? Well, here's your first big tip for trade skills. Go along to your local priest faction. So in Kinos, that would be here. In Freeport, that would be the priests in, I want to say, North Freeport, in the building opposite the mages. But both of them, if you enter the buildings, which means a portal for Kinos for some reason, both of them have one of these. And we've clicked on this before in an earlier episode, but by clicking on this, it will set your trade skill level to level 3 without you having made a single thing, which is a useful little boost to have. So we are already at level 3 before we've even made a single thing. I think we'll head back to Castleview Hamlet in order to do our trade skilling, which leaves me with the question of... oh, actually, yeah, I think I know the quickest way to do that. We'll use a subway system. Yeah, we'll use a subway system to quickly get over there. How is everybody? How has your week been? I'm recording this on the Sunday of the big football final, or as the Americans will call it, soccer. Yeah, don't do that accent. And yeah, things are okay, apart from the fact that I seem to be a little under the weather, but we'll get through that. We'll get through that. Here we are. Okay, so if we go into the down below, we can quickly swap over to Kinos Harbour. Alador Grove, North Kinos. Kinos Harbour. There we go. And that'll bring us a lot closer to our home of Castleview Hamlet. It should be just over there. I don't know if I don't know why, but every time I record, it seems like the audio is lower. Strange. Right, welcome back to Castleview Hamlet, and we'll go off to the trading instance. Okay, so for this, now if you've ever done trade skills on live, you'll know that there's a series of quests that you can do which explores how to become a trade skill, and you do those, and then you go off and you can do trade skilling in New Halas and so on and so on. No, none of that really exists on this side, other than a slightly older version of the Tradeskill tutorial. Everything else is literally you just have to make things of pristine quality in order to level up. There's no questing, there's no special recipes. It's all quite basic. So we want to talk to the crafting trainer, um, who apparently I don't need to talk to, probably because I'm level 3 now. So if we go into the Tradeskill instance, and we'll go talk to this guy. Now, as you can see, I have already loaded myself up with lots of materials. These are what I gathered on my other characters. Elise is like sort of third in the pecking order, perhaps, for my characters. She's very much going to be sort of following up as I explore what the game has to offer with other characters first. Where it doesn't matter if I mess up, it doesn't matter if I do a quest that blocks another quest, because they're just normal leveling characters. So, every trade skill instance will have a guy like this.
You'll never beat this price in the city. I guarantee it.
Although only Castleview Hamlet has a rather verbose sounding frog lock on the floor below. Anyway, all the trade skill instances will have a guy like this, so you can talk to. What they look like depends on the trade skill instance you go into. So obviously ones with erudite will have an erudite, ones with high elves will have high elves. Right, so we've completed starting the trade skill profession. We get given a Artisan Essentials Volume 3. Okay, I would like some training. So we accept that. That's a quest completed already before I've even thought about anything. I really ought to okay, completed trade skill. I'm going to have to manually add each one of these, because I don't think any of them give coin. Seeking a trade skill profession. Am I spelling that right? No, I am not. Profession. There we go. Oh, did that actually come up? You know what? That actually came up. Okay, we'll go back to 81. Right, okay, so we've got a new quest, Seeking a Profession 2. There isn't a Seeking a Profession 1. That's the first very confusing thing. So we accept that. Ah, training, eh? Good to hear. Willing, able-bodied citizens are sometimes hard to find. To craft items, you'll need either to head out and harvest the raw materials on your own, or you may be able to buy them off the wholesaler downstairs. To get started, let us start with the most important thing in life, food and drink. Provisioners are chefs and brewers, applying their culinary skills to provide a valuable service for the benefit of their allies. Food and drink refreshes the weary hero and can provide regenerative benefits. To sample a taste of provisioning, please create a fried frog leg and then return to me. Right, I will start on that now. So we get given the recipe book. So if you right click and scribe that, then if we press, for me it should be B, and that will open the recipe book, which, as we can see, the first book we get given seems to give us everything from level 1 items all the way through to level 3, which is interesting. And what we need to make is a fried frog leg. Nope. Frog? That's interesting. Let's go and actually have a look at a crafting table, and then maybe that will help. If I remember a lot rightly, provisioning might be at the back here. Yes, yes it is. So if we use the actual stove, huh? Jum Jum cider, Jum Jum muffins, black coffee, deer steak. Excuse me.
Hello there! Can I interest you in some of the finest merchandise this side of Norath?
So I've got Artisan Event Essentials Volume 3, but I've never been given 1 or 2. Oh? You sure you haven't got something for me? Artisan Essentials Volume 2. Okay, so buy Artisan Essentials Volume 2 from the Froglock. It's pretty sure you get given these as you go along. Very strange. This is where I find out I've missed a step somewhere. Okay, so if we check now, fried frog. There we go, fried frog leg. So we've got most of the ingredients. We need a dough and we need a walnut kindling. These are things that you can't harvest. You need to buy them from the wholesaler. The rather noisy froglock. Yes, you. Looking at you. Right, so we want a walnut kindling, just the one, and we need a dough. There we go. Okay, find ourselves a bit of a stove that we can just cadge a corner of, and fried frog leg. So we click begin. And to start off with, we only have 3 buttons. There should be one that increases progress with no negativity, and that on this occasion is this one here. So this is the one that I'm going to sort of tap every now and again to try and do the thing along. Now if you get a picture, click the same thing with a picture. I generally recommend, there we go. I generally recommend wait for the thing to move, and just after it's moved, click a button if you're the sort of person who likes to be active and constantly pressing buttons. Don't do it when it's about to change, because sometimes you go to click the button and then a symbol turns up at the same time, and if those don't match, you tend to get a negative effect. You tend to lose progress or lose durability. So just to quickly go over, the green is durability, and you need that to try and stay in this fourth area down here. And then the blue is progress, and you're trying to get that to come all the way down to the bottom. Depending on the trade skill, some of them, if you end up finishing further up instead of at the bottom, you either get a reduced quantity of the item or you get a reduced quality of the item. But yeah, so we've made a fried frog leg.
Hello there! Can I interest you in some of the finest merchandise this side of Norath?
Yeah, I believe it's just normal frogs. We don't fry frog locks. We're now level 4. Fantastic. Okay, so we've completed Seeking a Profession 2. We do get coin, that's nice. Artisan Essentials Volume 4 is the reward for it, so we can scribe that. Now we get Seeking a Profession Part 3. Excellent work! When you have reached the 4th rank of professionalism, you will be able to purchase new recipe books and learn from them. Scribe the Artisan Essentials Volume 4 recipe scroll if you haven't already. We will now see if you have the chops to become an alchemist. They create deadly poisons and magic potions from almost any material, benign or otherwise. These concoctions provide benefits in battle, such as replenishment for the part or extra damage against a foe. To begin, go craft a potion. Bring me a lesser noxious remedy. I will start on that now. So we need to divine a lesser noxious remedy. This can be done at a chemistry table using leaded loam, lead cluster and roots. Well, I've definitely got all of those. So if we just very quickly check the recipe. So lesser noxious, there it is. If we hover over there, we can see all the things that we need. Primary components, leaded loam. Build components, 1 raw lead, 1 raw roots, and 1 candle. So we're going to need a candle. The different types of trade skills use different fuels, basically. We're going to need a candle. At the moment, because we're doing the lowest level trade skills, we're only going to want the cheapest ones here. But they do go all the way up to level 40 and higher, where you have much more expensive fuels and you have to use those more expensive fuels. So, yes, we just want 1 candle, please. Chemistry. I want to say... Was that opposite where we were before, or was that sage? No, that's sage. Okay. Alchemist is in the other back room then. We want to go through the door behind the wholesaler. And yes, we've got jeweler on the left and we've got alchemist on the right. Okay. And we want to make a lesser noxious remedy. Okay. Click that, click create. Just confirms all the components. Again, let's look for the one that's progress. There we go. We'll pass. Oh, there we go. What I tend to do is when a picture comes up, I'll click that and also the progress one. Oh, and there you go. This is what happens when you press the wrong one. In that instance, nothing. I think I was lucky then. But yeah, usually something bad happens, like you lose a big chunk of your durability. At the moment, the only thing we have control over is trying to make progress. That's because we're still a low-level trade skiller. When we get a little bit higher, not too much higher, we'll also have some buttons over here that can affect the green bar. But at the moment, all we can do is affect the blue one, I believe. Reduces durability, increases progress, decreases success chance and increases progress. So these are all ones that increase progress. One of the buttons does reduce durability, which is your green. You need that to stay high, so it's probably best to avoid those ones and just focus on the ones that say increases progress.
Welcome! What can I help you with?
Okay. We are trade skill level 5. Okay, well done. Going from one side of the arcane to another, let us now focus you on the path of a sage. Sages possess an unsurpassed knowledge of the arcane. They apply this knowledge by scribing combat arts and spells onto scrolls which increase the might of adventurers. Show me that you can scribe an arcane binding. Okay, I will start on that now. I've been given another book, so we'll scribe that book. So this time we are looking for arcane binding. There we go. So if we check, we need raw malachite, raw roots, raw elm, and 5 incense. So not just one this time, we need 5. And you can see at the top it says technique scribing. So that means we have to use the sage scribing desk. If in doubt, always check the recipe, he says, as he completely forgets which fuel that he wanted. Arcane. Incense, that's right. 5 of those, please. Can I have 5? Right, we know that the sage table's on the back. There we go. And then sometimes it doesn't want to work for some reason. Let's go back to unfiltered. Sometimes the filter changes, just change it back to unfiltered and then it'll work. So arcane binding, there we are. Begin that. That one again is the progress one, so number 4. Don't like how low that green bar has gone already. So we're trying to make an Apprentice 4 version of this scroll, as it says up here. Now so far, if we stop to now, we'd make an Apprentice 2, and that is like a lower version of the spell, not as powerful. And in this instance, we've only made an Apprentice 3. Yes. Which is good enough for the quest, but does mean...
What can I help you with?
He's such a noisy foglock. But it does mean 2 things. I won't have received as much XP as if I'd managed to make the Apprentice 4. It also means that it just won't be as valuable. If you're trying to make items to sell to other players, they are going to be far less interested in something that's a lower quality. There we go, we're now level 6. And we've got Seeking a Profession, part 5. Ah, good work. From pure magic to pure might, let us turn your training to the creation of weapons and heavy armor. Weaponsmiths are masters of metallic weaponry, including swords, axes, daggers, and hammers. Only the most foolish adventurer will dare explore dangerous territory without a well-made weapon at the ready. Armorers are crucial when it comes to preparing fighters and adventurers for battle. The longevity of even the greatest soldiers is dependent upon the skill of the armorer who equipped them. Even though I'm having you create a tin greatsword, you will get a taste of what the forge has to offer for either class. Okay, I will start on that now. So we're making a forged tin greatsword. So basically, he's only really getting us to experience each of the different trade skill stations. So if we scribe that, and we're looking for a forged tin greatsword. So a greatsword. Yep, there it is. We're going to need 5 coal for this one. 5 coal, please. And then we go to arguably what is one of the best parts of the Tradeskill instance, all the way to the very bottom where you cannot hear the foglock, to the forges. Okay, so a tin greatsword, there we go. again, if we just so it's moved this time. Number 6 is the progress one this time. And the speed that green bar is dropping tells me that maybe it shouldn't be my choice of trade skill. It's quite slow progress, this one. I'm pumping for progress, but as you can see, it's not very quick. The blue bar is sort of stalling around. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Can we at least get three levels? So as you can see, we wanted to make a forged tin greatsword. It looks like we've actually managed it. The options here, you get a crude version, a shaped version, a forged, and then I'm pretty sure the next one is pristine, and that really is what we would have wanted. But we've done enough to satisfy the quest. So let's go and talk to the Tradeskill delegate again.
Go on, take a look at this stock. You'll never beat this price in the city. I guarantee
A guy
it.
who's wearing some fetchingly fantastic clothing. Right. Didn't level this time. Seeking a profession completed. So we get seeking a profession number 6. The armourer will focus on heavy armour, but a tailor will focus on the creation of light armour. Tailors provide quality protective leather and cloth equipment for those adventurers who prefer to wear light armour. They also craft backpacks and other items from cloth or leather. Show me that you can create a tailored rawhide skull cap and I will continue your training. I will start on that now. We have not been given a book this time, so I'm assuming the game is expecting me to have not leveled. And this is actually at the same level as the greatsword that we just made. So raw, you can, if you got like sort of that 3-name thing like tailored rawhide skull cap. Just realising we can't see the camera there, won't it? You can just put the first few letters in. So we're looking for a tailored rawhide skull. And that's a quick way of finding what you need. You don't need to type the whole name out. Because sometimes, you know, when you've done a lot of, when you've got a lot of levels, you've got a lot of recipe books, there could be a dozen skull caps, there could be a dozen rawhide items, etc, etc. So 5 filament is what we need. Filament. We'll have 5, please. And we want to use a loom. Tailored rawhide skull cap. There we go. Yep, that's the progress one, number 4. Well, I didn't want to tempt fate and say anything, because that was going really well from the start. The green bar was not sinking, it was hanging around quite nicely, and we managed to get all the way down to pristine. So yeah, if you compare this with what we did before, we've got a crude version, a shaped version, a tailored version, and then a pristine. Do these actually... So crude has got mitigation of 14 and 5 health. So has shaped. So has tailored. And so has pristine. I get the impression that there's no real difference in these. Okay. Maybe there's more difference when you go further up the levels, and they're a little bit sort of...
Go on, take a look at this stock. You'll never beat this price in the city. I guarantee it.
But we're in the city. I know we're in a suburb, but we're in a suburb of Kinos. Is that not still technically in the city? Anyway. Jacob, we made it. Level 7, storming along. This is the fast part. It's gonna slow down. Who did you salute to? Okay. Seeking a Profession, Part 7. You are progressing nicely. Another way that an adventurer can protect themselves is with a sturdy shield. Woodworkers are skilled crafters creating staves, bows and arrows for the defense of their allies, as well as musical instruments for the higher pursuit of art and entertainment. They also craft powerful totems that possess restorative properties. Show me that you have what it takes to be a woodworker and return to me with an elm round shield. Okay. Scribe the book. I want to make an elm round shield, and for that we're going to need 5 sandpaper. Okay. Come on then, let me have a look at your stock. 5 sandpaper, there we go. And woodworking tables are here. I tend to avoid these two because some people just seem to just jump down from the broker, and it's a little bit distracting when someone suddenly lands in front of you. An elm round shield. There we go, I think. That's the only one, isn't it? The elm round shield. Yes. A bit confusing how there's a space between round and shield on the quest, but there isn't there. This time the progress one is the one in the middle. Okay. Just to confuse matters. There we go.
Greetings, friend traveler. We have the finest supplies to fill your adventuring needs.
Okay, and this time we get given a harvesting bag, which will come in useful later. I usually have a harvesting bag here, but I'm using a larger bag to hold all these items at the moment. So, new quest, Seeking a Profession, Part 8. Well done indeed. While you still have the sandpaper calloused hands, you should see if you're interested in carpentry. Carpenters are much valued by their customers, particularly homeowners. With their superb knowledge of craftsmanship and sculpting, there's no household furnishing they cannot create. A sturdy chair is always a welcome addition to any home. Show me that you can make a primitive elm chair. I will start on that now. If you're not aware, EverQuest has a very detailed and expansive housing system. Lots of different sorts of houses. You can place items in them wherever you want. You can do very complicated designs with building blocks and such like. And yeah, there are people who literally only play the game to decorate houses because it is that in depth. Right, so I mean, primitive elm chair. Okay. Primitive elm chair. We want 1 sandpaper. Okay. Apparently making. Well, I suppose it is a primitive elm chair, so we're not going to spend a lot of time sandpapering, are we? Okay. Primitive elm chair. Maybe not. At a loom. That's a loom. You loon. Okay. This time the progress one is the one at the end. Okay. It's sinking, it's sinking. Oh wow, we actually just about managed to bump you back in again. Only just. Ah, so it looks like there's a slight difference here. If you have a crude chair, it only reduces rent status by 5. Some houses you need to pay a combination of cash in rent, and then there's also status. Status which you can get from bits and various quests and things. And you can reduce the amount of status you need to pay by putting in the house items which reduce status amounts. So it looks like the crude version only reduces by 5, and the pristine reduces by 20. I don't think there's any physical. I don't think this is going to let me look at what they look like from here, so we can just try this one over here. But that's what it looks like. I suspect it doesn't matter if it's crude or pristine. I think they'll all look the same. But the stats are slightly different.
Hello there! Can I interest you in some of the finest merchandise this side of Norath?
Okay, we're now level 8. Seeking a profession, part 9. Very nice. The last profession that I could teach you was jewel crafting. Jewelers create talismans and jewelry. These valuable items protect the wearer from harm and can increase the physical attributes of the adventurer. Show me that you can create a lead hoop and your training will be complete. Lead hoop doesn't really sound like uh, the best of things to be going around wearing, surely. Pretty sure we've taken lead out of most jewelry these days. But, oh, yeah. Simpler times. I will start on that now. So we need to we need to fashion a fashioned lead hoop. Okay. And for that, lead hoop. Oh, I need to actually describe the book. There we go. Fashioned lead hoop. And I need 4 coal for that. Oh my goodness, what is... Yeah, okay, someone's got one of the bags. Okay. So, 4 coal. By quantity, we want 4. And we need to go and do... Oh, jewelry will be at the back. I'm hoping we can cope well with this because I'm looking to turn this lady into a jeweler. So I hope she's good at it. Lead hoop. Okay, there we go. Again, let's find the one that's progress. It's that one. Quick. As a high elf, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be a little bit better in both jewelry and sage. But at the moment is not looking good. Again, I'm still missing the ability to buff the green bar. All I can do is buff the blue bar at the moment. Can't do anything about how quickly the green bar disappears. Well, I've managed to make a fashioned lead hoop. This gives me 2 strength. Looks like the shaped and the crude only give 1 strength. Okay.
Welcome! What can I help you with?
So back we go. Right, so we're now on. So we've completed Seeking a Profession 9. We get given an Artisan Tunic and Artisan Essentials Volume 9. Well done, well done. Now that you have had a taste of each full profession, you will need to go to Ironforge Exchange and register for which field you would like to go into. Seek out Alfred Ironforge on the docks of Kinos Harbour. If you liked provisioning, woodworking or carpentry, you need to first hone your skills at crafts. You will need to first hone your skills at craftsman. Not very grammatically thinking that. If you liked being an armourer, weaponsmith or tailor, you will first need to hone your skills as an outfitter. Yeah. I think the word as is missing from there. If you liked jeweler, sage or alchemist, you will first need to hone your skills as a scholar. Right, so a scholar is what we'll need to be going towards. I will start on that now, and we get given. So we completed that quest. There is no more quests. That is it. There really is no more quests. And we get given an artisan's tunic, which is very nice because it gives you a boost to all of the different artisan skills. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to wear that. We'll swap out our adventuring chest piece for that one. There we go. Now you might have noticed we've been given Artisan Essentials Volume 9, and we're still level 8, as you can see from the bar down here. We're going to need to get to level 9 just by making random items. And then that is how we're going to go from 10 to 19 as well. So, let's see. Probably going to want to make, I want to leave the recipe room, don't I? Probably want to make mostly jeweler items, maybe. So we're going to need plenty of coal. What sort of things can I make as a jeweler? So I can make some low-level jewelry items. Oh, that's actually not a jewelry item. That's a monk upgrade. Right, so yes, that's right. So the ones that look like that, almost like a pair of earrings, but they're not. Those are fighter upgrades, and then these ones are, I believe, scout ones. Yes, so you can make upgrades for fighters and scouts. So I should be able to make upgrades for Cindy, which will come in very useful. And then what else was that? Is that? No, that's alchemist, isn't it? You know what? It would help if I go and have a look at a table, and then I won't be confusing myself. So what can I make? If I'm at the jewelry table, what can I make? I can make scout upgrades, that's right, and I can make some bits of jewelry. Not an awful lot at the moment. So I think I'm going to be making scout upgrades and then donating them to the guild. That seems like a plan. Just have a quick look over the things we've made so far. Is there anything I can use? Do I want a 2 strength lead hoop? Not really. Do I want a 5 health helmet? No. Do I want to eat fried frog leg? You know what? I think I'm okay. I've got Volrich steak at the moment. Okay. I'll keep the chair though. Let's go get ourselves some coal.
Confound it! Where did I put that ledger? It must be around here somewhere.
Well, I'm just going to mess up your numbers even more by buying some... How much coal do you think I need? 25 maybe. By buying some coal when you don't have your ledger. I hope you can remember that you've sold 25 coal. Right, let's go to the back. For some reason, this area is a little bit wonky, and we seem to have some sort of hole above our heads there. So, okay, ventilation. That's what that is. Okay, so I'm going to work my way down the list. I'm going to try and make a pristine of each item. So we'll start off with this. Again, we know that number 4 is the one for boosting, and I'm hoping it's not going to sync every time, because otherwise that's going to be very disappointing. Don't make me have to go make sort of a... Oh... I mean, granted, I am doing a level 8 item, so that's going to be the hardest. started this on 21%. Oh, I was beginning to think the blue bar had decided to disappear. Afternoon. Hello, Cyber Jarl. How are you doing? These people need to have their ledgers on a chain around their necks so that they stop blue. Yes, these ledgers, yes. Definitely. They need to have it on a chain around their neck. I think I might need to start off with something slightly lower level. So we went from 21.6 to 37. Okay. Let's try something that's level 7. We only need to try and fill this up to get to level 9. Okay, that seems to be getting a bit better. There we go, we've created a snare. And that was definitely worth more than the last one, because we took it all the way down to the pristine, and therefore we got a bonus. Let's stick with a level below then. Just boosting the progress at the moment, because we only have progress buttons. Why do we not hit all of them? Well, that one decreases success chance, which sounds a little bit negative. And the one at the end reduces the amount of durability gained, so it slows down the green bar. So, no, it slows down. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, this one's gone. Can the green bar go the other way? It's not going to, though, is it? Yeah. Okay. 69. We're getting there. We're getting there. Sure, this girlie wants to be a jeweler, you know. Going to be another apprentice 3. Okay. We need more coal after this. Just concentration. Oh no, don't start getting down quicker. No, don't do that, don't do that. We're so close, we're so close. Oh. Maybe. Oh. We were so close. I'm going to need
Welcome. What can I help you with?
coal. Who are you talking to? Every time I come to him, he's looking at the wall. Odd fellow. I think we could get away with past just making one more thing. And that should be enough. Let's try it. For some reason I pressed the wrong button. That's not very helpful. It does feel very random sometimes. You press the right button and don't seem to get any rewards for it. You press the wrong button and sometimes you don't seem to get punished. It's like, all the buttons there just to make me feel better. Maybe. Maybe. There we go, level 9. Excellent. Right, now at this point, we can scribe our level 9 book. What are we going to make from it? Absolutely nothing. What we now need to do is go
Hello
to
there.
Kinos
Can
Harbour.
I interest you in some of the finest merchandise this side of Norath?
We need to go to Kinos Harbour, and we need to go and sign paperwork to say that we are going to become a scholar. For some reason, the guy with which you have to sign the paperwork is hiding all the way down in Kinos Harbour. For those of you on Freeport side, you will find him within the Coalition of Tradesfolk building, which is in West Freeport. So, Freeport seems to be slightly better organised on this. But for Kinos, we have to go all the way to the end of here. All the way to the end of here. To the random guy that's like stood here with a half broken table.
Hello.
I'm glad you've come back for more training. It looks like you've learned quite a bit in a very short time. I can certify you in your chosen trades class. Before I begin your paperwork, I need your name. Okay, my name is Elise. And I am going to be a scholar. And I am now Tradeskill level 10. Huzzah! They'll also try and add you to the crafting chat channel if you're not already in that chat channel. So we are now a level 10 scholar. We didn't have to make anything for level 9. What happens now? What happens now is we repeat the process of just making things over and over again until you get to level 19, and then you can go back to that same guy and then you can ask to be made level 20 in your chosen trade skill. We'll have a little bash of that. It's just going to take us a moment to go back to Castleview Hamlet. Could have gone anywhere really. Could have gone Greystone Yard and done crafting with the barbarians and the dwarves. Something to bear in mind is if you look at make sure you've got the right button, racial traditions. Each race normally has 2 trade skill classes that it's better at. For High Elf, those 2 options are scribing, which is being a sage, and there we go, Gilding of Felwith, which increases artifacting. So that's basically being a jeweler. I'm going to actually give that to myself, just because it's going to help with leveling. I'm also wearing my artisan tunic, and that's going to help. And I've missed a step already, haven't I? Back outside. So we're going to need recipe books like we did before. The difference is this time the recipe books will not be given to us. We have to buy them from the crafting trainer. So let's see. So to get to 19, we're going to need to get through all of these scholar books here. Why are they not in order? That is very strange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy these in reverse order. I'm not going to bother with 19 for now. 11, and then number 10, and we'll scribe that one straight away. And scribe. RK Laverin. Welcome on board. Thank you for the follow. Hello friend indeed. How are you today? Right, so we scribed the volume 10 book, Bored
Hello
Out of Your Mind.
Can I interest you in some of the finest merchandise this side of Norath?
I don't think I'm necessarily going to be helping with that, because unfortunately we're doing trade skills. Let's see, so this time we don't want coal. If we check the recipe book and look at the level 10 items, we are, and we can find something that is going to be jeweler. All the scout ones are. We're going to need brown coal. Apparently also need iron that I don't have as well. That's interesting. Did I not pick up any iron? No, apparently I forgot to pick up some iron. Okay, but we're going to need brown coal. So let's buy some brown coal. Do I want to stack 36? Yeah, go on, that's fine. Looks like you got updated textures. Nope, I think these are normal. I do have the game on maximum graphic settings, but with shadows turned off, GPU shadows, because GPU shadows turns my graphics card into basically a radiator, and the whole machine then struggles to stay cool. I need some iron, apparently.
Go on, take a look at the stock. You'll never beat this price in the city, I guarantee it.
Go on, we'll buy a stack of iron. There we go. I'm playing the game on a Quad HD screen, but that is being downsampled to normal HD for Twitch, I believe. Right, so if we go to the Tradeskill station, UI a bit small. To be honest, I'm kind of used to it. This is actually smaller than what the UI normally is. I have actually already made it smaller than default. Yeah, but then I quite like seeing what I'm looking at, where I'm going, rather than having some. You'll see this with different people. Some people literally have their bags right in front of their faces and their buttons right up here, and others don't. And I prefer to see what I'm doing than have lots of buttons in the middle. So I tend to make everything small and push it into the edges of the screen. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make level 10 items until we level, hopefully. And then we'll scribe the next book, which will be level 11, and make level 11 items until we level. And this might take some time, and I might not do it all this stream. So we'll start at the bottom, and we're going to work our way upwards. As you can see, we now have the second bunch of buttons, and these ones affect durability, so that's the green bar. So we now have a choice. We can either press the ones over here to make the blue bar go quicker, or we can press the ones over here to try and rescue the green bar when it starts sinking. So in theory, we should be able to always get to the bottom tier. So that's starting to sink. So if we press 1, and that's now pushing the green bar back up again. There we go. I want to push the blue now. So we should be able to make a pristine item every time, which for scout spells basically means apprentice 4. Sometimes I like to do one of each. There we go, we did it. That gave us about 21%, I think, because we started level 10 at the bottom. Yeah, 21%. Shadow Leap. Nope, I completely missed the fact that the picture had turned up, and strangely the game did not punish me. Okay. I don't think I've seen a single punishment yet. Normally you press the wrong button and your character winces like something's just hit them in the stomach, and everything takes a bit of a hit, but I seem to have been lucky so far. 42%? Yeah, okay. Going alright so far. Famous last words. rescuing that green bar again. Nope, no, that green bar wants to sink. Come on, back up. Go back up. Go on. Come on, you know you want to go back up. Really? You can go down instead. That was close. Okay. I need to step in a bit sooner to rescue the green bar if it goes down. Fighting me. It doesn't want to. Unfortunately, the progress button is the one that also requires power. There we go. And we're up to 84%, so this next one should do it. And there we go, we're level 11. So my next thing would be to scribe the level 11 book. This gives me even more recipes, and now when I check, I still have a level 10 that I haven't made yet, and I have all of these new level 11s. And just keep going until you get to level 19, and then you can go back to Keynos Harbour, talk to the guy, and get made to level 20. And then beyond level 20, it's literally all just about creating items. There are no other quests, there's no other shortcuts, it's just creating trade skill items, unfortunately. A little bit barren in comparison with live, but there it is. As I said, this is a shorter stream today because I am not feeling well. I am under the weather for definite. And I thank you for joining me today. I shall hopefully see you next time for a more fuller stream. Bye bye for now.